All right, here it is. The moment you've all not been waiting for. Trtan back time. Going to jump right in. March 17, 1968. The British rock group The Bee Gees make their American TV debut on The Ed Sullivan Show, singing To Love Somebody and Talk in Everlasting Words. There. So, To Love Somebody and Words. Happy birthday to Frank DeCova, born March 17, 1910. Italian-American actor from TV. Maybe people know him best from F Troop. Between 65 and 67, he was the Hayakawa chief, Wild Eagle. But he also received TV's first man-to-man kiss from Neville Brand playing Al Capone in the pilot for the TV series The Untouchables in 1959. March 18, 1925, 100 years ago today, in the midday and afternoon hours, the deadliest tornado in United States history and second deadliest worldwide moved through eastern Missouri, touched down in Shannon County, southern Illinois, and southern Indiana, killing 695 people and injuring 2,027 more in what is sometimes known as the Great Tri-State Tornado. This tornado touched down as part of a larger severe weather outbreak that hit the United States on the same day and produced catastrophic damage across numerous villages and towns across all three states. Despite not being officially rated, it's widely accepted to have been equivalent to an F5 on the Fujita scale, and that's the one they were using, first. Now we use EF, but that meant it was greater than 265 miles per hour. The average forward speed of 62 miles per hour with a maximum forward speed of 73 miles per hour. And you see the states, how it just ripped through. Now, modern meteorologists, they say this may not have been on the ground the whole time, but it could have been a family of tornadoes or up and down nonetheless. Yeah, greatest death toll.
Gosh, that is horrible.
100 years ago today. All right.
Let's not repeat.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Peter Graves. Peter Dusler Arness. Born March 18th, 1926, American actor, TV, Mission Impossible from 67 to 73. He was Jim Phelps. And you remember him, the pilot in Airplane in 1980. His older brother was actor James Arness of Gunsmoke fame. All right, March 19, 1987, televangelist leader of the PTL Club, Jim Bakker, resigns his ministry after accusations of using $279,000 of church money to pay for the silence of a church secretary who alleged Bakker and Pastor John Wesley Fletcher drugged and raped her. He was also later convicted of defrauding his followers out of $158 million and served 4.5 years in prison, 89 through 94. In his 1996 book, I Was Wrong, he admitted that the first time he actually read the Bible all the way through was in prison and realized that he had taken passages out of context to support his prosperity theology. Yeah. Oh. Happy birthday to Bill Wambsgans. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Bill. Born March 19, 1894, American baseball player. He made the first World Series unassisted triple play in 1920. In the fifth inning of Game 5 of the 1920 World Series, second baseman Wambsgans with the Cleveland Indians catches a line drive by Clarence Mitchell from the Brooklyn Dodgers. He then stepped on second base to retire Pete Kilduff and then tagged Otto Miller coming from first base to complete the first and only unassisted triple play in World Series history.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
March 20th, 1897, The Yellow Kid by Richard Felton, out cult, is released. It was based on his comic strip character, The Yellow Kid. The Yellow Kid was the first reoccurring comic strip character. The character had been featured in Truth magazine starting in 1894. The yellow kid represented the kids of the New York slums of the late 1800s. Head was shaved, as was common in children that had been treated for lice. He wore a nightshirt that was a hand-me-down from an older sister. Initially, the yellow kid's speech was written on his shirt, but this later changed to word balloons in 1896, and Outcault's comics popularized the use of word balloons and multi-paneled comic strips. Happy birthday to Mr. Rogers, Fred McFeely Rogers. Born March 20th, 1928, American Emmy-winning TV personality, you know that, Presbyterian minister. Also, one of his sweaters, which was knitted by his mother, is on display at the Smithsonian. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood ran 1968 through 2001, where he was the creator, producer, host. Okay, when he announced when he's feeding his fish on the show, one girl in her family wrote to tell us that there was a special reason why she wanted me to talk about feeding the fish each day. Dear Mr. Rogers, please say when you're feeding your fish because I worry about them. I can't see if you're feeding them, so please say or you are feeding them out loud. That's from Katie, age 5. Father's note at the end. Katie is blind and she does cry if you don't say that you have fed the fish. All right.
I love that.
Yeah. March 21st, 1963. Sugar Ramos knocks down defending world featherweight champion Davey Moore, with Moore hitting his head on the bottom ring. Although able to continue the fight, he lapsed into a coma in the dressing room and died 4 days later from injuries he received. As a result, the bottom ring was loosened and a 4th rope was added to boxing rings to help catch the fighter. So it used to be 3 rings, now it's 4, ropes around the ring. Happy birthday to Forrest Edward Mars Sr., born March 21st, 1904, American candy maker, inventor of M&Ms. They were designed so that soldiers would not get their fingers sticky, their trigger fingers sticky. All right? Mars got the idea for M&Ms in the 1930s when he saw soldiers eating British-made Smarties during the Spanish Civil War from 36 to 39. Smarties were chocolate pellets with a colored shell of hardened sugar syrup, preventing them from melting. Mars received a patent for his process and began manufacturing them in 1941. During World War II, the candies were only sold to the military. The M&M name represents the name of Mars and Bruce Murray, who had a 20% share in the product and was the son of Hershey Chocolate's president, William F.R. Murray.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, okay, put on your thinking cap. What do you call a dog magician?
A wizard.
No. A labracadabrador.
Labracadabrador.
A labracadabrador.
All righty, guys.
Or you could go with labracadradoodle if you wanted to with your curly hair.
Labracadabradoodle.
Yeah, there we go.
Love it. Well, Tom, thank you so much.
Sure.
I would love you to do a deeper dive, if you can, on some of these stories.
We were talking about that earlier. I think it's gonna happen.
Awesome. All right, you guys, lots more fun coming up on Unscripted after this. Don't go anywhere.